Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we'll have to watch the guys up front. The Jaguars are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against the Raiders team that will need to deal with that all game.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball at the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Flushed out right. And incomplete to open things up. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They're going to look to throw toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! No, check! Patriot!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
All right, here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll be knocked down sideways. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here we go now. Over.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll escape, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11.
All right, here we go. Good.
Back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Over. All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Set. Boom, landed.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go. Leopard. Detroit.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Right there. All day, baby.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Here we go now. Over. No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw. They shakes him off. Dancing to his left. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So the offense has it 1st and 10. run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And this is caught at the 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. This is caught. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second down following the run.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Franklin. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Fresh set of downs here.
No. Check. Patriot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Let's go. Leopard. Over.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
All right, here we go.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is knocked down from the side. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there at 22. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Back to the Philly. Here we go.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Defense showing blitz. He's got his man on the crossing route. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Here we go now. Watch him now, Barney. Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Gone! Set! Green, 39. Watch him now, Barney. Over!
Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Now let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover for us, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 23. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 18. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's the Raiders punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, it's Ali. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
And it's a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. He'll look to throw toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Raiders, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.